we shall discuss in a series of lectures about the network theory. There are two essential subjects. One is called the network theory and the other is electromagnetic field theory. These two topics are the foundation stones for further study of electrical sciences or computer sciences. And we shall define the electrical network as an interconnection of elements or devices. And then there is a small difference between an electric network and an electric circuit. An electric circuit is a network providing one or more closed path. If there is at least one path, we say there is a circuit, electric circuit. In electrical network, it is a general term, but usually we synonymously use electric network and electric circuit in the same fashion. We shall take a very small example of an electric circuit consisting of three components. One component is the battery, the second component is the lamp, and the third is the connecting wires that are connected between the battery and the lamp. Since there is a closed path, we call this as a circuit. So, in this particular lecture, we shall discuss about the charge, the current, the voltage, the power, energy and various other circuit elements, and all these things are illustrated with several examples. Let us see what a charge is. It is the electrical property of atomic particles. We know very well the various atomic particles. For instance, the electrons. Electrons have a charge which is equal to 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs. This particular charge we call it as a negative because it is a convention to take the electron charge as negative and proton charge as positive. Let us see with a small example. Suppose we have 4600 electrons, how much will be the charge, total charge? One charge of one electron is minus 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs, and 4600 electrons will contain a charge equal to 4600 into the charge of one electron, which is equal to minus 7.369 into 10 to the power of minus 16 coulombs. The unit coulomb is very large, that is why we got it as 10 to the power of minus 16. We shall define very important thing known as the electric current. The basic quantity in electric circuit is the electric charge, that we have just now learned what it is. Then electric current is the time rate of change of charge. Though that we can express that in the mathematical term as I equal to dq by dt. That means there is a charge change for a definite time dt. So, we can define 1 ampere as if we have 1 coulomb change for 1 second, then we say we have 1 ampere. There are two types of currents, we already know what they are. One is called the direct current and the other is alternating current. What is a direct current? Suppose with time the magnitude of the current is not changing and the direction is not changing, we say it is a direct current. So, if the current does not change with time, but remains constant, we call it as a direct current. Usually the abbreviation we give for that one is DC. We shall discuss about the time varying current or alternating current. So, if you look into this diagram, you find that the current is varying with time. For instance, at this time the current is 0, it is going positive and it is positive up to this and it is going negative, again it is positive and so on. So, repeatedly it is going from positive side to negative side, again from positive to negative side and all that. So, an alternating current is a current that varies usually with sinusoidally with time. So, if we say AC, it almost means that it is sinusoidally varying current. We shall take a small example and illustrate what it is. For instance, if the charge is varying sinusoidally, this is the charge entering a particular point which is varying like the sinusoidally sin 4 pi t And then how to calculate the current at a particular time, let us say 0.5 seconds. We go to the definition of the current. Current I is rate of change of charge. Charge is given as phi t sin 4 pi t. This is what is given, and we have to differentiate this. So, this is a constant, it came out, and then sin 4 pi t plus 20 pi cos. We are differentiating first of all this term, and then we are differentiating the next term. So, the differential of the first term is this phi sin 4 pi t, and the differential of this one is 4 into 5 pi t into cos 4 pi t milliamperes. So, if the charge is changing sinusoidally, then the current is changing sinusoidally, and at a particular time, let us say 0.5 second, we substitute t equal to 0.5 in this particular expression. So, here it is 0.5, here it is 0.5, and here it is again 0.5. So, I becomes phi sin 2 pi plus 10 pi cos 2 pi, which is equal to 31.42 milliamperes at that particular instant of time. We shall take another example. If the current is varying in this fashion, then what is the charge between first second and the second second? So, we know that I is dq by dt, therefore, q becomes integral I dt. This is between the intervals in the first second and the second second. So, integral of this is 3 t square minus t dt. So, that means I is given as this, I is 3 t square minus t, and we have to find out the integral of this one. So, integral of the first term we will take it as t cube, and then integral of the second term is t square by 2. This is between the limits 1 and 2. So, if you substitute the limits here for t cube, you get 8 minus 2, and we shall substitute the limits for t square minus 2. So, we get 1 minus half. So, the total charge we get is 5.5 coulombs. So, if current is given, we can find out the charge by integrating the current in the given limit.